Hello everyone, TimeToGrind here, and today we're back with some more Crab Champions. And I decided to challenge myself because we've talked and joked a lot about in the past that the dual shotguns are one of my worst weapons. I think it's the hardest for me, and I'm determined. I was laying in bed last night and I was like, you know what? I want to try to get as much damage as I can, because wouldn't it be cool if I could hypothetically one-shot bosses? I don't think it's gonna happen, but I'm determined to get as much damage as we can. So we got the black hole to bring in the enemies. We got the pickaxe, and we're gonna just see what gets going. Oh my gosh, shot steal more damage. Okay, well that's a way to start, right? And we're obviously doing True Nightmare, so we'll try to get a loop here. But yeah, I would love to just try to get so much damage, and I love that start, that I can just one-shot like every single enemy. That would be nice. Sometimes not having a lot of elements can be rough, but that's what we're going to attempt here today. This is the first stream, but I love watching the videos. Hey, well, glad you made it to your first stream, for real. It's always fun filming the YouTube videos while streaming and stuff like that, especially on the series like Crab Champions, Peglin, stuff like that, you know. Damage increased to nearby enemies, so we're going to just try to get as much damage as possible. And we'll just get some health regeneration. 2 upgrades would almost guarantee me another damage shot. Icy enemies and barrel rain. You know what? Sure. Now, it doesn't. I can't remember. I don't think you can drop things anymore, but we should be getting some cool stuff. Dual shotguns is the hardest. Yeah. I definitely agree. Now, I have heard some people defend the dual shotguns, you know, in the past when we've talked about how dual shotguns are my worst nightmare on high difficulties. A couple people have been like saying that they're their favorite, and I don't know if it's just a meme of people coming into the stream always wanting me to use the dual shotguns, but I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna give the people what they want. I'm gonna give the people what they want, or at least the 3 people that do that. And welcome, Kaiden. We are in fact doing some Krabby Patty Champions. Shots do more damage, and damage up to close by enemies. So we already are doing 300% more damage. I really would like some flat damage here. I will make sure to get some health. You gotta respect the game. You gotta respect the game here. Cool to see streamers make videos while streaming. Oh my god! Oh my, that was an elite! Dude, oh my god, okay, yeah. That is actually crazy. I wasn't expecting that much damage already. That's crazy, actually. Yeah, I don't know. I enjoy doing it. And now I am going to be toying with some, see, the problem right now is I want to do a couple more, like, edited videos. I want to start putting in doing some fun videos, like, you know, playing roguelikes, but when you die, blah, 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 you know, or, you know, like roguelite lockout bingo. You know, a lot of content creators have been doing really fun edited videos like that. I think to try to help grow the channel, get some, you know, evergreen content that's not just Let's Plays. So we're going to do some of that, but we have to wait until I finish beating Hollow Knight Silksong, because obviously that comes out tomorrow, watching this live. So we're doing a Hollow Knight Silksong playthrough. There will be Hollow Knight Silksong videos until we beat the game, probably like every other day at first. Also, max HP when we buy things. That sounds pretty good. And we're gonna go damage every single time. But yeah, no, we're gonna be playing Hollow Knight Silksong until we beat it. So if you're looking for a good series that I'm sure is gonna probably be my game of the year, episode 1 or 2 will probably already be out by the time y'all watch this. But where I was going with that is and Borderlands 4 is coming out as well. Also, Rec, thank you so much for the 11 months. Daddy Bezos bucks. Oh, no, it's not even Daddy Bezos bucks. Those are real US dollars. Thank you. But Borderlands 4 comes out as well, and I'm going to force that a series. We're going to play it with some friends and do a fun Let's Play series. So I always try to talk about how I try to give myself a good balance of making content that I want to make and then content that y'all want to see. So even if nobody watches Borderlands 4 or Hollow Knight Silksong, you're getting it, along with all the other stuff you guys enjoy. But I'm very excited about that. But once those calm down, we're going to start toying around with some edited content on this channel every now and then, like every month or 2 months or something, to try to grow the channel as well. But I'm very excited about all of that. For real. Dual shotguns were your first diamond weapon. I don't know how, but damage increased to more enemies. And we'll go relics here, because there's some really good relics we can get. Legit like them, just like more projectiles. Rip to daily Silksong news tomorrow since the game will finally be out. I saw that. How they're retiring the channel because of the game. I'm sure they'll come back, right? When Silksong in 10 years, 15 years decides to make a third game. Dual shotguns with your last diamond. Yeah, they can be rough. They can be rough. Projectiles are best with the more you have. Yeah, having 2 shotguns better than 1. Okay. But I am in love with how much damage we have, right? Like, I can summon whatever and probably not care. Yeah, look at how much damage we do. Holy shit, dude. Okay, you revive? You're dead. You're dead. I think last episode we did that the poison laser build, and it was really fun. It looked really cool, but I remember we just didn't have a lot of damage. Gain crystals each island. That's amazing. So I'm trying to do the exact opposite. How's the war on ants going? Going good. I mean, we had to spend a lot of money, capitalism money. So all y'all's support are helping fund my war on ants right now, because we have gotten some professional people out, and it is probably about 95% solved, at least for right now. So that is a breath of fresh air. So all of you guys helping with the subs, donations, Patreon, YouTube memberships, it really means a lot, because life be fucking crazy. Okay, get an extra chest when flawlessly clearing elite or boss islands. Max health multiplier every island. See, as much as I want potential extra chests, max health multiplier going up every island, that one's crazy good, especially this early on. So, but it feels good that we're playing Crab Champions. We can kill ants in the video game. I was actually playing Earth Defense Force 5 last night with my friend Jackson, who will definitely be in the Borderlands series. He's been in some videos recently. And that game has you killing a shit ton of ants as well. And I was like, what is going on? Like, I feel like I was cursed. I don't know. Okay, we're going to max health. I'll buy another max health up when we buy things in the shop. And I would like to heal more, but I don't know what I would get rid of here. You know what? I'll get rid of just regenerating on the island in exchange for healing after we kill enemies. I think that's going to be more consistent. Okay, 319 health. Let's see how fast we kill the bosses. Let's see if I've done a good job here. Now, this much damage with no elemental effects is actually kind of sick. I'm not even going to lie. That's a lot of damage. So we're just hoping to find some stuff that permanently scales our damage. I'd say that's probably some of the most important stuff. We found stuff that is right now upping our damage, but I would love to find things that are going to give us more scaling or whatever. Okay, max health. So we're increasing max health and max health multiplier every island, and when we buy things. Dashing reload. Okay, just shots do more damage. If I see more damage, I have to take it, right? That's... like, I'm literally going to just go for as much damage as I possibly can. I really want to just try to one-shot everybody here. Because I'm having fun right now. I feel like this is the exact opposite build that we had last time. Chance to fire high damage bullets. Bubble shot. Bubble shot's better, but all I care about is increase... I don't know. Bubble shot does give me like an insane amount of damage. Yeah, I'll take that. We will go demolition here. Bubbles go hard. And that is a way if we decide to, like, if we get like an upgrade or an enhancement or something like that, getting an elemental effect on the bubbles could be a really good way to do elemental when we're not doing a bunch of it. So you're going to be a glass cannon? Well, I'm hoping not. We feel a little weak right now, but I'm hoping that with the max health multiplier ring and now gaining max health every island as well. So we get 3% max health multiplier and 25 max health. Hoping that we won't be too squishy. So I'm hoping it can kind of be the best of both worlds here. But we shall see. More damage for each shot until you fire. Boomerang. More damage, but fire rate's reduced. We'll just say more damage for each shot fired until stopping fire. I don't really know how that works here, but we're going to just keep taking damage. I could try to flaw... You know what? We can at least see what the greed... Okay, I'll go greed chests. I know there's been some people that have been wanting to see more greed chests. I do need to make sure I flawless this. But greed chests are at least a lot better than... you know, totems, obviously. Because totems, you get something... and then you can't get rid of it. But this, we can at least look. We can at least look. I'm just kind of making sure we get the flawless here. Because there are some good greeds and there are some really bad greeds. Bubble shot with endangering enhancement does a shit ton of damage. What does the endangering one do? I don't remember what that one is. Max health multiplier increase, so is enemy health. I do not want this one, so we'll just take the money. Chance for extra chests to spawn, but also a chance for no chest. We'll do that. So we have a 80% chance for an extra chest, 20% chance for no chest. Now we can get screwed on that. We really can. We'll look for another one here. Endangering 250% more damage, but it can damage yourself. I don't know if I remember that one. I straight up don't remember that. I definitely don't think I've used that before. But I'm sure I've maybe seen it. Maybe I've been scared to take it. I don't know. Yeah. It's not too familiar. I'm very glad we took the black hole. And the black hole with then the bubbles, pretty good combo. Black hole, very good combo with the shotguns here. And we got an extra chest already from High Roller. Now, the only thing that sucks is when it takes away your legendary chests, like after a boss fight or something. I think that's like the worst feeling. So 2 greed chests, both outgoing and incoming global damage multipliers heavily increased. Okay. Brute force. So my global damage multiplier increased by 25%, but incoming damage increased by 25%. I'm scared, but I feel like I have to take that. And melee damage multiplier increased, but weapon damage multiplier reduced. We're not going to take that one. And I will go for another relic here. It's the greed enhancement. It's pretty rare to get. Oh, yeah, it's an enhancement. I see what you're saying. A greed? Yeah, I don't know if I've ever even seen a greed enhancement. That is crazy. But yeah, so we're going to take a shit ton more damage. Now, hopefully that is okay. Because of the max HP scaling stuff that we have. And also, the best defense is a great offense. Something, something, something. Because yeah, when we shoot both shotguns like straight at an elite, we do so much damage. I'm just really, really hoping that we find permanent scaling. Really, really hoping we find permanent scaling damage. We did get High Roller giving us an extra chest. An anvil with bubble shot goes crazy. Yeah, bubble shot's just one of the best. One of my favorites. Reload speed increased, extra portal choice, health rocks. I'm going to say reload speed increased. And shops contain 5 more goods for sale. I want to find some good damage scaling. I need good shops here. And we're going to hurt ourselves for money. We're going to hurt ourselves for money. Which we then, when we buy things, we gain health. So hurt ourselves for money. Beautiful. Okay, what do we got? Fire. Ooh, fire rate increased by 2% every island. Love that. Max health goes up after we one-shot kill someone. I'll take that. Because hopefully we will be one-shot killing people. Damage up for all the health that we have. I'll take that. And more damage for each bullet in the magazine. And we'll roll again here. Heal when damaging, extra ability, grip tape, pumpkin shot, more damage to people close by. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna say max health after clearing each island, and then paycheck again. That's pretty good here. Yeah, I feel like that was a huge power spike. So, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I'm at 150 though. Oh my god! I'm at 94 HP. Okay, do I heal? Where's my heal? Where's my heal, game? Where's my heal? Oh my god. Oh. Oh god, that scared me. I for a split second my life flashed before my eyes because I forgot you could take damage. Could you actually win for the content, please? I'm trying. Oh, that was hard. I thought I was going to lose that. Damage up for the health that we have. I got to take the damage. We did get 2. Yes! Okay, damage increased after clearing each island. Is there some armor? Whoa! 4 armor. We ain't losing shit. We ain't losing shit. So now we have damage scaling. I've already lost 1 armor, but ignore that. So there we go. There we go. And we're going to start. Yep. I'm going to start one-shotting these people. Look at that. 1 HP. 1 HP. 1 HP. Oh, that didn't. But I am doing it. And High Roller giving us all these extra chests here. Okay, okay, okay. That got scary for a second. I'm a gamer, though. I don't want to reduce my clip size. Melee damage increased, but melee cooldowns increased. I'll take that. Not great, though. And big shot. Sounds good to me. Let's go for relics here. And remember, so now we're increasing our fire rate. 2% every island. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, though. Okay. We heal on kill, but I think I need to get more healing. I for sure need to get more healing. Whoa. But it's also, we're training for Hollow Knight Silksong for tomorrow, right? We're killing a bunch of bugs in Hollow Knight Silksong tomorrow. We gotta practice killing a bunch of crustacean and bugs here. Yeah, health shot absolutely would be good. Yeah, I saw it earlier. I just was being greedy and wanted more damage. Got a good amount of max HP, which makes this armor decent. We got High Roller to trigger again. Chests have more loot. I'll say chests have more loot. Upgrade epic chests to legendary chests if you flawless them. Yeah, we'll take that. And I suppose we should try to get some crit. I suppose if we're trying to get as much damage as we can. Oh yeah, dude, we're one-shotting a lot of enemies. We keep increasing that max HP. But yeah, definitely should be doing some crit shenanigans here. With the amount of damage that we have. It is just still a little bit hard because you do have to kind of get a little bit close. Some of the enemies here. I think that's what's scary. What makes some of those boss fights scary. Ah, okay, we lost our chest there from High Roller. No crit for us. No crit for us. We don't deserve a crit chest here. Craziest run with a minigun was 1.7 billion DPS. Yeah, I think we had a bunch of them in the billion. It's hard to remember because, you know, we've been playing this game for a couple of years and they've Noise Storm has crunched the damage numbers quite a lot since the game first came out. And I think that's for the best, right? When everything's just in the millions and billions, you know, it's hard to get a scale of how much damage and what you're improving. Oh, God, High Roller. We'll take health. High Roller's fucking with us now. We got a couple extra chests, and now High Roller... And that could have been a legendary... Well, I don't know if that one counts, actually. But High Roller giveth, and High Roller taketh away. Do, 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 do. Favorite song on the soundtrack. Revived, no worries. Dude, we do so much damage. We do so much damage. We got an extra chest from High Roller. I had a run with Sniper that got so far it would take over 10 minutes per island. Dang. Had to abandon that run because I had 0 FPS every island. That's why I'm glad they make the game harder, you know? They're making the game harder. Okay, I do not want to randomize my inventory. There's probably some things I could get rid of, but I'm fine with what we have. Lose max health. 4, chance to fire slow piercing waves. We'll probably sell that. Max health every island. Max health when buying things at the shop. And I'm gonna sell this. I think it's good, but it's gonna make it harder to get the one-shot kills. So, okay. What do we got? Max health when we buy things, maybe. Global damage multiplier increase, but lose max health when taking damage. I don't think I want that. Yeah, we'll say more health when we buy things. Healing is more effective. I've learned to appreciate that. As expensive as it is. Oh, then checklist. Ooh, man. Man, so much I want, actually. Definitely got to go checklist here. Is there something I can get rid of here? I don't think there's anything I would want to get rid of here. Damn. Okay, so... oh my god, I don't even have enough crystals for that? Let me gamble here. I don't need health. Let me gamble all my health, god damn it! Okay, I'll sell that. That was definitely not worth it. If I throw because of that, I'm gonna freak out. But okay, now we have damage increased every 25 eliminations. And now I'd like to get more damage, but 2100's a lot. I could get 800 out of that. 1200. Honestly, I'll get rid of skill ring. Yeah. Okay, more damage. Which did give us more health. I would have liked that as well, but I don't know what I would sell. I don't know what we would sell. Working on my application for residency, and it's asking me if our hometown is urban, suburban, rural, but allows for split choices. I don't even know, yeah. Obviously don't want to talk about that too much, but I know. But welcome, Justin. Get me in some way. Okay, we got this. Yeah, my hometown is actually my hometown. I grew up in a bucket in Alaska, in the Alaskan wilderness. Whenever I had to take a shower, they just took the bucket, they poured it out a little bit, put me back outside. It would rain. It'd like snow. It's kind of weird they're asking all that though. Oh shit! Let's not lose the run. I gotta channel my inner oh my god, Alaskan bucket childhood. Cow pastures the bus would pass by on the way to high school. I want to know what kind of community I'd be comfortable practicing in. Can't you be like, I'd be comfortable doing anything? I'm trying to be a fucking doctor. I'm not going to be someone that's only helping certain types of people. Okay, what do we got? Money. 2 epic chests here, which is nice. Tasty orange. That's technically more damage. Yeah, let's do tasty orange. More damage temporarily each island. Hey, let's go. And then every 25 kills, we'll get more damage. And max health. Oh, actually, no, max health when we one-shot things. Okay. So now we get 2 max HP if I one-shot someone. Which we're one-shotting most of these enemies now. As long as I, like, full-on do it. Oh my god, look at all that! And then the tasty orange upping our damage to make sure we one-shot here. Line them up. Line them up. Welcome, Kevin. We're getting as much damage as we can in these shotguns, and I'd say we're doing pretty good. Every time I join, I hear, hey. Applicants have to play a stupid game, so the program directors play a stupid game back, scrutinize everything. Man, wild, wild. Oh, I don't think I got any chests. High roller took them. Don't gamble, guys. Oh! They'll put a lien on your house. In my case, when I was a kid, that was my bucket. They took away my bucket. I had nowhere to live. Nowhere to live. But then we did replace the bucket. I did get a new bucket when I was about 11 or 12. The problem was the original bucket was wooden. And even though, you know, there'd be like splinter situations, you know, when you're in the Alaskan wilderness, a wooden bucket, decent. We replaced it with a steel bucket. And the steel bucket got quite cold in the Alaskan wilderness. And it was definitely a downgrade in my opinion. More damage, but recoil is increased. That's fine. We need to get as much damage as possible. I guess we'll get wind up again here. And more damage here. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, my God. See, I still got to be careful. Oh, my God. What the fuck were those? That's a lot of skulls. Why are there this many skulls? What? Okay, I don't like this map. Oh, my God. I'm getting my ass blasted right now. Oh, my God. Dude, they do so much fucking damage. Oh, my God. Am I going to lose the game? I keep having to fight for my fucking life. I need more healing. I need more healing. Okay, is there still a grub? Oh, no, there's still you, though. I'm very glad we took the bubbles. I just do not want to lose this. I do not want to lose this. Just gotta keep making sure there's no one behind me. I think we're good. It got spicy for a second there. That guy was behind me. He's dead now, though. Hoomst. 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 To be honest, the internet was great for democratizing things such as college applications, but man, has it caused an unsustainable arms race. Made things terrible for current folks applying, and that goes for things like graduate school admissions. At this point, professional job applications. Dude, and now in the era of like fucking AI too, where like probably half the people are just like fucking, maybe not in your field, but I'm sure like in other things, just applying with like AI written fucking things, and then people are using AI tools to sift through the AI essays. Okay. Oh, there we go. There we go. Sharp shot. Yep, that's what we definitely want. Shots do additional flat damage. That's always what you want when you are doing a damage build. And we'll take big shot again. And I'm gonna look for. I health would be more important, but I'm gonna look for crit. I would really like to start getting a bunch of crit here. Because we didn't get that one crit chest. High roller said it wasn't allowed. High roller said it wasn't allowed. Hold the line! Hold the line! Dude, the black hole is so good for this build. God, we have pickaxe too, so we have a little bit of range on the enemies that decide to spawn with a shield. Goodbye. Whoa, he came back! I wasn't expecting that though. I thought he got sent to the other island. Dude, we do a lot of damage. For this all to be coming from no elementals and just the raw damage that we have is pretty wild. Pretty dang wild, actually. Oh man, we're getting so much max health now from all these one-shots. Originally stuff like resources for the SAT and the application prep that was a premium service people paid for. Not sure how AI has impacted things. I mean, I'm just talking about in general, the whole process. Everything's just getting... Wait, I don't understand your original point. Are you saying... I mean, I guess I know what you're saying. You're like saying it's like, seems like a harder thing to do some of this stuff because there's more competition. I would say it's probably good it's not being gatekept to a degree, right? I would assume. Maybe not. I don't know. I might be missing it. But Creepy Top, thanks for following. Okay, let's increase critical hit chance. I gotta pay $1,400 for it, but I'll take it. And we'll just say, yeah, more critical hit chance. So now we're at 13% crit chance. And I will XL totem a single time on just a normal damage thing here. Average standardized test scores have gone up because prep and resources are less gate kept. Oh god. So we did XL totem. Let's make sure we don't throw this here. Oh my god! Is that John Fortnite? Oh my god. See, this is the problem. This is the problem with dual shotguns. How the fuck do I go over there? How the fuck do I go over there? The answer is I don't, and I probably lose the game. God damn, dude. Oh my god. God damn, dude. God damn. God damn. And I guess the XL was a throw. God, I'm fighting for my fucking life. God damn it. Man. Why are you hating AI if we all know you're just AI? Could AI have thrown like that? Oh, man. It's a weird concept. Basically, stuff becoming more available paradoxically makes it harder for people to stand out. I mean, I can understand how that would be a hard situation. I would have a hard time saying that, like, that would overall be a bad thing. But I get you're just, you know. What do we get? Spark shot. Okay, well, we'll try it again here. Let's do a minigun run. We did one kind of recently. Definitely like minigun runs, though. They are very fun. Right now, we're going to see if we can do a 2.0 here on the shotgun damage build here. Damage increase depending on our combo. And regeneration. It's impacting class mobility. Yeah, I would need to do more research into things. I am not in a position right now to have an educated conversation. I would say having resources be more acceptable probably helps level the playing field more to the point where I don't know. I don't know how that freezes class mobility if some lower class people that wouldn't normally have the resources to do X, Y, or Z, now they can. I don't really give a fuck about middle to higher class mobility going up or down, right? I think the most important thing is to uplift, right, the most people that have been most negatively impacted economically from things like the war on drugs, stuff like that. So to me, I would say if something's helping uplift certain groups of people that don't normally get to be uplifted, I would say that is more important. And that's coming from someone who... I may have lied. I did not grow up in a bucket in Alaska. Definitely grew up middle to middle higher class. Probably like just upper middle class for sure. I don't really care if like, I don't know. I think it's just the most important to protect those most vulnerable. So, I mean, that's why why this boy's still on my desk. Equity versus equality. Streak shot with grip tape go burr. Yeah. Yeah. Especially if you're actually hitting those shots. We got increased critical chance here now to begin with. So I don't know. There's multiple ways to get a good damage build here, so. But with all of this serious conversations that we're having, that's why I was almost bringing in AI, because I feel like a lot of the arguments that I'm making could be used against me if I'm debating against some of the things I don't like about AI. People could make that. I've heard that fucking argument of like, oh, well, art, right? AI art makes art more accessible. It's like, I mean, like, I guess you're not technically wrong with that specific point, but also still like, fuck off. I don't know. Get your AI art out of my face. More damage going snake-like patterns. Okay, I guess we will just try to get a lot of relic stuff here. Whoa! Whoa! Small crab is a big crab now. He evolved. But I think there is a difference in terms of like technology that helps level the playing field a little bit. But it's just still like, just technology that like someone just needs to like potentially like learn about or something versus like, I don't know, having AIs like steal people's artwork and water and and then like get to the point where people can't even think for themselves because all they do is like put everything into ChatGPT. Ah shit, I forgot how to wipe my ass. ChatGPT. How do I wipe my ass? I forgot. Hello, Holden. I'm so enthusiastic that you decided to talk to me today. I would love to help you with your problem about, quote unquote, wiping your ass. Now, from doing some research, it seems like the best way to wipe your ass is to grab toilet paper and wipe your ass. Yeah, but I don't, like, you didn't tell me which way to do it. Do I, like, wipe back to front or front to back or left to right? Or, like, clockwise or counterclockwise? Thank you for your question. We recommend you to just shove it up your butt. We'll up our crit damage. And we will up our crit damage. So, I don't know. We're getting damage in a very different way here this time. We didn't get to start off with just a lot more damage. I think it's more that people implement things that they expect to level the playing field, but in the end, everyone, including the group that already has power, receives an equal boost. I mean, that's a very good point. That's why it's definitely a very nuanced conversation. I don't think that means you shouldn't try, but I see how it's not like a, oh, you know, it's fixed kind of problem. Also, I'm going to get some crystals, but hurt myself. Totally worked out for me last time. You don't wipe your ass. You stick your finger in the hole and exploit the no shitting strat. The no shitting strat? Did you learn about that on ChatGPT? We'll get mag shot as well. It's a potential way to get more damage. Targeting, heal. I could get some fire rates up, but I don't. I'd rather have damage. Max health goes up every close range kill. Man, am I just gonna hold on to this? Shots do more damage, but start slow and accelerate over time. It's an interesting one. Maybe there's a. Does that allow that to go further? Maybe actually. Yes. My number one, if you want my non-AI advice for shitting, I learned it during the pandemic. It's called buy a bidet. That shit will blow your fucking asshole. We right when we bought this house, got fucking two bidets, got them installed in the bathrooms. It's like I feel like a fucking barbarian when I go like to an Airbnb, like somewhere that like obviously doesn't have a bidet. Ludwig needs to hit me up. I'll sponsor his bidet company. Or no, he needs to sponsor. He needs to sponsor me. Okay, mega crit. We're getting some bunch of crits here, and then max HP every island. Okay, that was pretty productive. Very different type of damage build. I would argue it's probably not as good as the last one. Oh shit. It is very weird shooting and then it not coming out for a second. Chance, deal more damage. We can't aim. So we'll just say every 5th shot deals more damage and we will fight an elite here. Okay, we're gonna test it here. I missed like all of those shots. I don't have a lot of health, so these are pretty scary here. And I'm gonna say, dude, yeah, I think when there's just a million people shooting projectiles at you, the dual shotguns suck ass. Like, truly suck ass. We just don't have as much damage as we had last run, but we're getting there, though. Somewhat. That was pretty cool. I think that was mainly from all the barrels, though. Chance for shots to deal damage twice. That sounds good. And we will go crit. I do think I have more range from the delayed thing. I do think that's true. Absolutely. Like, I don't think I'd be hitting these shots. So we kind of turned it into like more of a rifle, which is kind of cool. Oh, I played jump rope. Who convinced you to use the double shotties? I did of my own free will. Can you believe that? I think it was because last episode we had a fun build, but we didn't have a lot of damage. So last night when I was thinking, I was like, you know what? I want to just try to see if I can like one-shot enemies with like shotguns. And I was like, there's only 2 shotguns, auto shotgun or dual. So, oh, nice paycheck. That was really good. So it was my own free will. Yo, chance for critical hits to shock random enemies. Okay, we got a legendary here. Our crit chance is 7%. So definitely gonna try to up that. Gonna try to do some health chests here as well. So if we get a crit, I don't know if I'll need to look. I think it's guaranteed for that lightning. Crit lightning is really fun. So it's just so crazy how different the runs are from each other, you know? Get him, crit lightning. I think it's semi-analogous thing for the AIR is that people hyped it up originally as allowing everyone to get into art as a medium, when the reality is corporations and other bad actors just use it to try to get further ahead and hurt art as a field. Yeah. Yeah. Especially just with how, you know, it's they all of these companies just did a whole like, oh, we're gonna just steal all the art and then ask for forgiveness instead of asking for permission, you know? Max health when we kill people close by. Man, I want damage, but I need health here. We're still at 318 health. That's just not doable. Because, yeah, they could have just totally gone to these websites like Tumblr, stuff like that. Then like, hey, we're gonna like partner with Wendy's and we'll give you a free Frosty if you let us fucking harvest your art. And would have 90% of people said, fuck no? Yeah. And then that's the thing. They probably wouldn't have had enough training data to do it. No, they could have eventually. Or they could have paid, you know. Eventually, you'll throw a number out, and artists will take that money, right? Maybe you offer 2 Wendy's Frosties, you know? But the problem is with capitalism, they're all trying to beat each other out and beat each other off at the same time. And it's all about who can get who off first. So if you spend, you know, a year negotiating Wendy Frosty deals with the artists, someone else has already got an AI, then you don't get to win capitalism or something like that. That's how it all seems to me. Max health every 1-shot kill, even though I don't know how doable that's going to be, but sure. I believe. 391 health is not a good amount of health, though. Chance for shots to deal damage twice. Could get more of that. Here, I'll go ahead. Max HP when we buy things and another double tap. It's a damage build, but in just such a different way. Speaking of AI, I saw an article today about how AI has failed in radiology when everyone was saying that was going to be the first medical field replaced by AI. How did it fail? That's crazy. Did it just get like in a feedback loop and start giving like wrong information? I'll have to look into it. I'll have to tell my fiance, because yeah, Caitlin's not a radiologist, but I mean in that field she's a sonographer. Though if anything, you probably would have still needed sonographers, and then it would have been the diagnosing of the said pictures, but you still would probably have needed a human picture. At least until they change that. Yeet! Yeah, see, we don't kill these guys as fast as possible, but the run is still doing good. Issues of who would take liability is one of the biggest ones. Oh, yeah, because it's a field where there's actual fucking consequences and ramifications. Shots do more damage when airborne. It's pretty sick. It's crazy that that's what made it not work. Yes! Damage every island. We got some permanent scaling damage. And I will say max health multiplier increased with bananas. If we're not going to have a ring that will increase our multiplier, then I think we want to go bananas. I've read similar. Basically, it doesn't have the depth of field to analyze certain pictures combined with the hallucination aspect. Yeah, that's crazy. I think where it's going to be like the most helpful is like instances where it's like, hey, we have like fucking 2 trillion lines of DNA code that we need to like crawl through for X, Y, or Z medical research, cancer research, whatever. Let's make an AI to literally just fucking scan through 5 trillion codes of lines of code, you know? Like when it's just like total, just raw, like quantity of things to do. Damage increased to enemies if they have 1 debuff. I'm gonna not get rid of that because I don't know. We have the lightning, but that's not always gonna be active. And I guess we'll take Spark Shot, which is probably making it harder to 1-shot 1 kill. But the real interesting part was that AI developers were pressured to make things that would be extremely niche, like a lung nodule chance of malignancy, but then none of the hospitals were really interested in buying 10 different niche programs and integrating 10 different programs into the electronic medical record. Yeah, because like no one wants to be the first to do this stuff, you know? Because like you said, too, it's like, okay, you're the first hospital to do this all, even if you do it all correctly and you have like 11 things, you know? Like 11 different things and all niche and all super making sure everything works. Well, like who's gonna be the first one to like, you know, do that? Because then, yeah, what if something goes wrong? Okay, chance to just block incoming damage. Would be good. But I'm gonna get rid of it. I don't have money. I don't have money. I don't have money. Bouncing shot. Sure? Does that increase our range, maybe? That's a little weird. I don't know if it does, but I'll take it. A little bit weird. I'll take it, though. A general radiology AI that does everything is nowhere near close to marketable with its current success rate. Yeah. I feel like it's just obviously all of these different AI companies are just trying to be the first without like, hey, why don't you like focus on, and I'm sure there are, maybe they were just already beaten to the punch or whatever, but it's like just focus on like the good things that AI can do, you know? Like, it doesn't need to be shoehorned into fucking everything. And I kind of hope, I don't know if it will, I kind of hope it's going to be like NFTs. I don't think there's any chance AIs as a whole. And I mean, once again, you know, we've had forms of AI for years and years and years. It's just now everyone's kind of starting to call things AI, you know, when it's just like machine learning or whatever, you know, because it's like a big buzzword now and it has progressed a lot. So we've kind of had some of this shit for a while, right? But like, I hope that it's like it's being shoehorned into everything because everyone wants to be the first person to do this. And I hope that people realize, even with the improvements of AI, that like, I don't know, it doesn't need to be shoehorned into everything, and customers hopefully like won't consume AI fucking made Netflix shows and they're gonna yearn for the human element. And I'll probably be wrong, but that's my optimistic hope, right? Also, we'll get more Spark Shot, and I will XL Totem. It totally worked out for me last time here on the damage. I think I need more crit. Because the crit lightning, I think, is helping us out a lot when we do crazy shit like this XL Totem here. It is very weird, the shotgun, like, it coming out slow. It is overall and then fast. It is giving us more range though. So I don't know. Even though we're not getting as much raw damage, this build might be a little bit more well-rounded or something. We're both excited for games coming soon. You're excited for Silksong. I'm excited for Borderlands. Very much enjoy the Borderlands series. Hey, I'm excited for both of those actually. We're gonna be doing a Borderlands 4 series with some friends. I know we're talking about Silksong, but if you're watching a Crab Champions video, you might be more into Borderlands 4. But yeah, we're gonna be doing that's another game. That and Silksong, I'm gonna force into series, whether people like it or not. Also, chance for shots to burst into 2 links. So there will be a Silksong and a Borderlands 4 series on the channel for sure. More damage in the magazine. And I guess at this point, I don't know. Anvil on the Spark Shot, when I have it leveled up 3 times, could be pretty good. That would be pretty good. Yeah, between the Spark Shot, the Crit Lightning, now the Link Shot, this does feel like a little bit more of a well-rounded build. So I think we've been getting a lot of max HP from killing people next to us. It's been a lot more consistent than the one-shot. Because we do have that one-shot, but I don't think we're really one-shotting too many people with this. Let's go. Funniest thing is definitely because of how medical documentation and radiology reads are written out. Fear of medical liability. Everything is worded to hedge their guess, and it's rare for someone to say something explicitly is a certain diagnosis. A lot of language is highly context dependent. AI couldn't parse it to appropriately figure out its patterns. Yeah. Because you're always going to need like hopefully, a human to kind of like make some of those tough calls or read into the context or stuff like that, you know? Okay, so for Spark Shot, I'm gonna take Growing. I think Spark Shot on Growing could be pretty sick. Okay, I'm still looking for more damage. We are upping our damage overall. You wanna know why also we probably got screwed last run? Because of all those greed perks. They're making us take more damage. I just realized. Chance for shots to do double damage. 47% chance goes up to a 68% chance. I don't want to just take health here. Chance to fire in a triple shot formation. That's pretty badass too. That would be, see, that would be okay. Okay, we're doing a damage build, but in a just very different way here. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh. Because if we can get a triple shot fired, that then all do damage twice. It's like we're getting damage in ways beyond just raw damage. So it is, as much as it sucks to have lost that last run, it is cool to see how a raw damage build kind of works. I mean, this is a little bit more than a raw damage build. There's a bit more utility here, but and like miscellaneous stuff. But in a way, we're just dealing more damage. So we'll get more link shot. Sometimes, yeah, something right there. Every one-shot kill, but I don't think we've really been getting anything from that. And we're going to play outside here. No way I lose. If I just am outside, I'm going to keep increasing my base health here. There we go. It is nice not having to stress out about High Roller, too. Yo! Abilities explode into energy rings. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. And I'll go random chest here. Ooh. Ooh, this is spicy. Spicy! 2 fuse totems. Okay. Okay. I think this build is more fun than the last build. It's less raw damage, but it is more fun, I think. The energy rings, the spark shot, having more range on the shotgun. Spiral shot, I'll take it. I mean, it does give us more damage, I suppose. It makes the bounces whack as hell. And streamer loot, I'm not a streamer. I'm not a streamer. 18th of September, Crab Champions beta will come out. Oh, yeah, I saw that. We probably won't play the beta because it'll probably be in... We might play the beta like 1 or 2 weeks before launch. But as you guys know, I'm not the biggest fan of being a beta tester on a beta tester game as much as we play this. So, but that means it's going to be... We're getting close. We're getting close to the new era of Crab Champions. Increased critical hit chance. There we go. Now we're at 13%. We have not had a single relic this time, so... But yeah, excited for the true Nightmare, Ultra Chaos changes where we could potentially make the game even harder for ourselves, but not have manual gem collection on. Oh, jeez. I do like the twirling of the shotgun. It looks so cool. Hello, Mr. Elite Limpet. Landmine Limpet. If we win this, it's only because we gave the shotgun more range. Okay, was there something over here? Borderlands 4 series sounds nice. I wonder which Vault Hunter you're thinking of playing first. After completing the campaign, you're able to start a new save with the main campaign already completed. With a level 30 Vault Hunter. That's cool. I have not, to be honest, I don't watch trailers. Even for games like Borderlands, it's my favorite series. I don't engage with trailers. I just play them, so I don't even fully know what all the Vault Hunters are. Like at all. I'm just gonna play it and have fun with my friends, vibing with Borderlands. I have some friends who, they know the specific skill tree path they're gonna go down before they even buy the game. I'll go reload speed. That is definitely not me. But we'll see. Finally got all the final achievement in Crab Champions. Let's go. Yeah, I think we're like 3 away or something, 4 away. One of them about Ultra Chaos we'll probably just do on the new update. I'm trying to remember which other ones we still need. While being a beta tester, everyone in the Discord channel is basically a beta tester. I mean, yeah. I mean, to be honest, everyone that's playing this game, you could almost argue is like a beta tester playing early access, you know. But it is cool, especially for games that, you know, you're really passionate about, to be able to like provide feedback and stuff like that is always awesome. That's why I love like engaging with developers, you know, of games I play and stuff. Which is part of it's like, because I'm just like making content and stuff, Like, I don't know. It's like sometimes I just want to make sure there's like a stable experience, like, you know, for content wise. Also, we'll increase crit damage. Crit arrow could be cool, but I'm just going to go crit damage. And anvil. We could do another anvil on the spark shot. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. No, I think we got the arcade achievements. I don't remember what holdout is. We'll look. After this, we'll look and see what achievements we potentially still need. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! No, 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 no. I'm being cornered. I'm being cornered! I also don't think I have a lot of health here. Oh my gosh. Okay, but I have range. I have range, actually. So I'm a little bit less scared because I don't have to get up close. Now, there does happen to be some people with miniguns. That's okay. Dude, yeah, giving the shotgun more range is a game changer. Because we didn't even get to fight final boss last time. Because I think we died on an XL here. Persisting, snaking. I'm going to get persisting on the spark shot. Okay, what are we going to do here before final boss? Reading article. The other really funny part was one of the AI models that they developed actually had a really high success rate. Was one for detecting intracranial bleeding, but in all cases, the bleeding was so obvious that either the tech or emergency department team could easily identify it and already mobilize the appropriate response. Yeah, I can make an AI that it'll watch my stream and it'll tell me if I've been shot in the head or not. That is pretty amusing. Just in the pure sake of like that's the one thing the AI could do right. Okay, more crit chance. I guess I should have done that first. I'll buy one instance of max health. Also, yo, chance for shots to split into 4. Dude, I could be shooting like a million projectiles here. Also, have we gained any health from a one-shot kill? We've only gained 151 versus 725 from Fortitude. Or 363 from Personal Space. I'm going to get rid of Bullseye. And critical hit chance. Ooh, oh, level up would be good, but I don't have the money for that. We'll go critical hit chance. And that's probably it. TLDR, one of the things that they could make the AI good at for is something no one needed an AI for. I don't know, it's just sometimes the AI shit that they're trying to do is so forced. Also, oh my god, dude, all these bullets, right? Like, so we might not have a ton of raw damage, but I'm shooting an insane amount of bullets. And I don't have to be close to them. I'm actually really enjoying this build more than the other. I was really sad to lose that last one, but I am thoroughly enjoying this build here. This is a fun build. Nice. So we will loop-de-loop it, right? We got to try to see if we can get a diamond win with the dual shotguns here. And we're gonna get Fire Strike, Ice Strike, Dagger Dash, Power Slide. I mean, honestly, at this point, screw it. We'll just get Fire Strike. Just have fun. And max health every island, and we will loop-de-loop and pull. For my shoes are looking pretty cool. You don't need an AI that sings you lullabies every night. Also, for the lung cancer one, the AI had a persistent problem that they would call aorta as possible cancer, and a mistake that no human would ever make. And it's like, I know that, like, the AIs now, this is the worst they'll ever be. You know, but still, like, really. Also, damage up to nearby enemies, and Anvil would be cool, but I'm gonna go crit chest. I'm also just, yeah, we were talking about things in the new update. It just made me think, because of the way the lighting is on this map, is in the new update, there are so many new islands as well. Probably like 20, 30 new islands, I think. So it's gonna be a new era for sure. Maybe we'll see if Noise Storm can implement an AI that will I mean, we need AI-generated content in Crab Champions. At this point, I will take crit arrow. And more crit. More crit. Because all those crit arrows and crit lightning is going to really, really, really help us. I might turn off damage numbers here in a second, because with all the lightning, I feel like that's causing a little bit of lag here. The last update was, was delayed because Noise Storm needed to get the Crab Champions booty physics figured out. This one, he's trying to get the AI. You know, he couldn't figure out the booty physics on his own, so he's trying to get the AI generated booty physics for the new update. Also, we'll do damage numbers. Increased critical hit chance. We're now at a 31% crit chance. And I will XL totem a double. This is going to... Oh, God, on this map. Oh, what did I just do? Oh, okay. Hold the line. Hold the line. I did an XL on a double. But at least I can shoot from far away. But this is like a horrendous map for this. This is a horrendous map for this. Because all those homing thorns are coming for me. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Let's see if I threw by taking an XL. Just like last run. I think we can maybe handle it, though. Because my shotgun actually has range. The last build did not have range, dude. This is good. And we were shooting fire and lightning and XL to... Oh, man. Okay, 3 damage chests. Every 5th shot does more damage. That's okay. More spiral shot, I guess. Nothing incredible, but, you know... Another spiral shot. We got more damage. Meteor shower, spike strikes. What is going on? Oh. See, I can shoot him halfway across the map. Just gotta be careful. Don't want a meteor to land on me. Though I wouldn't have to pay taxes in that instance. Anymore. I'm scared for our first, like, property tax. Now that we own a house. Because the first property tax we paid... Because when we got the house, because of the time frame, and the reason we got a good deal was because, you know, they're trying to offhand things so they don't have to pay taxes on the land. But long story short, when we paid taxes last year, it was just paying taxes on the land, not on the house, because the house didn't exist based on when the taxes are timed. So we're going to have to pay taxes for the first time. Property taxes for the first time. And I'm off my parents' insurance now. I'm a real boy. We'll do more crit damage. And more damage to nearby. Would a meteor be counted as part of the property tax? Dude, honestly, probably. I'd be like, there are precious metals. Sounds like heaps of fun. So much fun. Enemies eliminated, close range, drop more crystals. I'm not going to pay 2K for that. We were earlier in a run, maybe. Mega crit. Okay, I'll take a mega crit. Incoming damage reduced by 40%. Yeah, I'll take split shot and then damage reduced by 40%. That's pretty cool. Cool. Okay. Let's see. Oh, going up here this is actually pretty sick. A little bit scared, though. But I can shoot people from far away. Dude, this is wild, actually. I wouldn't have been able to do this. I wouldn't have... Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What is going on? What is going on? This build is wild. I'm at 1,500 health. I don't think I have great healing in this build, though. There we go. If all of the shots hit, like if I do get close... They do melt, but also I melt, so we gotta keep our distance here. Woo! Okay. We're getting link shot. Oh, damage increased each island. We'll take that. And max health each island. Cool. Okay. I think we're gonna be able to beat it. I think we'll be able to get a true diamond win here. And with the dual shotguns of all weapons. It is nice to do a build like this after, like I keep saying, after last episode of having just not as much damage as we need. New Jersey property tax is almost $1,000 a month for an average house. The county makes a difference too. Man, yeah, I know how every state handles it is different. Like I know here in Texas, there's no state income tax, but I have heard adults older than me constantly complain about how the property taxes here are really bad to make up for it. So I don't know. I'm just figuring it out as I go, I suppose. I still need to get on Obamacare. Now that I have been expunged from my parents' insurance. Imagine paying taxes, student life for the win. Oh, just you wait. Oh, just you wait. Okay. Well, we're blasting through pretty fast here with this build. You know, I'll get a little bit more health regeneration. I'll go relic here, even though health would be nice. Like, I know Caitlin gets a slight discount because she's still paying back student loans. But now that she does have an actual medical field job, she's getting taxed like crazy. All this bouncing. What the fuck are you doing? There's an elite here. Yeah, all the spark shots that we've enhanced are a pretty good part of this build too. I will say it's bullshit that technically they tax you on student loans. It was my assumption, well, I don't know exactly how it works, because it was under my assumption that she at least got to write off some, like she got to write off some stuff because of student loans. But yeah, there's probably like, she's probably paying it in some other way or something. So max health multiplier after clearing each island will take that even though we're pretty late. And I will just get more crit, honestly, better than an anvil. With the crit lightning and all the crit stuff that we have, more crit damage. Crit is going pretty well here. I mean, when you're getting the loans. That is pretty stupid. Does it? Maybe it depends on the type of loans too. Unless they're all taxed. If they're all taxed, that's pretty dumb. Okay. Yeah, we are going through this run so fast. We're just crit chance up. Now we're at 37% crit. We're gonna go to another crit chest. I mixed it up. Loans aren't taxed, but scholarships are. I was gonna say it sounded a bit weird, but so I was like, I don't remember any of that from Caitlin, but that makes sense. We fact check shit in real life, real time. It is dumb though, still dumb that scholarships, some scholarships do that. This build is like, so, like I gotta say, this is probably one of the most fun dual shotgun builds we've ever had. I don't think that's saying much, because like I said, dual shotgun builds aren't my favorite, but this one has been pretty fun when I thought it wasn't going to. Student loan situation in the USA is criminal. Yeah, that's a whole other can of worms. That's a whole other can of worms. Get more crit arrow. It's weird because if you use scholarships on education qualified expenses, then it's tax exempt. Well, in an ideal world, you are. Damage increase for each perk level that you have. Oh, the fact that I was able to just buy 2 of those here. Okay, can I sell anything else here? I could get rid of energy rings for how much? 13k for another collector to just increase. Yeah, honestly, we're going to get rid of that legendary. So we're going from 204% damage bonus to 315. This is how I get my crazy ass damage. Okay, could I get rid of Fire Strike? Once again, this is going to maybe make it worse, but now we're going to go from 315% damage to 432% damage. I think we're making our build worse, but it's putting it more aligned with the concept of a raw damage build. I think it's going to be hard to afford another one. Yeah, I don't really want to low. Yeah, we'll just take that. And then max health multiplier, whatever. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. So we don't have fire anymore. And we don't have the things, but we do like 500% more damage. Which I gotta say seems like it's working out. Holy shit! Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. I think this is probably the most damaged shotgun build we've ever gotten. Increased critical hit damage, especially with all the crit stuff. Always gamble. What young adults are keeping itemized receipts for everything? Well, I think if anything, can't you just claim it all is, and then that only matters if the IRS starts crawling up your ass, right? Like as an example, I have an itemized list of all my business expenses. And then I conglomerate those into different categories since I'm self-employed, right? But I won't ever need to provide any receipts unless the IRS starts crawling up my ass. Silk Song Tomorrow is an anagram of Pickle Tickler MK2. Yeah, that's the real game that they're putting out tomorrow. We'll do drill shots and max health every island. Dead Zone Rogue released on PS5 and Xbox crossplay. Yeah, more, dude. Honestly, that's something that we all gotta thank Fortnite for. I gotta say, dude, no game, like almost no games had cross-play. Before Fortnite. I feel like Fortnite kind of modernized it, right? So then, like every other multiplayer game like comes out, they're like, well, shit. If we don't figure this cross-platform shit out, now that Epic's kind of opened the doors, really, convinced Sony that, the Sony PlayStation brand wouldn't implode at the thought of cross-platform. So many more games since then been having it. I'm sure technology's improved and Sony has a better attitude about it too now. Logic reminds me of when Preston in high school said it's not illegal if you don't get caught. I mean, that's also true, but to an extent. But also, more just like there's nowhere like there isn't anywhere like on when I do my taxes. They don't want you to provide all the receipts up front. I don't think. Like they just want to know like the general categories, So like, okay, how much money did I spend on physical goods that were business expenses? How much did I spend on? But I don't know. I'm also not a tax advisor. Don't listen to anything I fucking say. I am not a certified tax advisor. I'm just literally talking based off of my personal experience. I just pay like financial people to do my taxes because business taxes are not business. I don't have a business yet, but self-employed taxes are. God, that's why it was like, dude, when I was fucking when we were applying for the, oh my God, that is weird as hell. The mortgage for the house. Oh my God, that mortgage company was crawling so far up my ass because I was self-employed. It was actually ridiculous. It was insane. One of the most stressful times in my entire life was the month or 2 month process of going through getting approved for getting a mortgage on a house. Obviously, it's worth it. I'm so glad I don't live in a fucking shitty apartment anymore. And I'm literally like paying only a little bit more, you know, to have my own house. And that's like accounting for unaccountable things. Rent-wise, it was the same. But, oh my God, the shit that I needed to provide. I would have been surprised if they asked for a fucking, like, full, like, fecal test, like, piss test, like. I have a strong belief that the end of the console wars likely relates to the economic conditions of the current time, and it finally got into Sony and Microsoft's heads that people will not be buying multiple consoles, and they will sell less products by trying to maintain an exclusive environment. Well, yeah, Microsoft and Sony were definitely different. They approached that differently because Microsoft, when they got that new CEO a while ago, they started to realize that they were losing the console wars. Sony had kicked their fucking asses with all the. I mean, it was maybe due to all of the stuff Microsoft tried to do. We're saying it wasn't cross-platform. We're saying you couldn't share games. All these things. All this backlash. So they kind of lost the console wars in terms of consoles sold. And that's when Microsoft started to release all of their games on PC. So as a PC gamer, that kind of ended that, and it did take several extra years for Sony. And even then, there's still some games that Sony won't let. I know everybody wants what is it? Not Dark Souls, Bloodborne on PC. That hasn't happened yet. But yeah, I mean, also too, yeah, when it's, you know, all these AAA companies aren't making the money that they used to. You really do need to make sure you're doing everything you can to get people to actually play your multiplayer game, and cross-platform became a pretty big deal. We'll keep doing damage here. Some accountant crunched the numbers and found they would get more from selling games on other consoles than trying to keep console exclusives. Maybe if they hadn't fumbled Halo. Yeah, dude, I've watched so many video essays on like the entire Halo development, like the whole franchise, everything like that. It's pretty wild, honestly. Because Nintendo has shown, even if your consoles, like, have horrible technology in them, and the games run at 2 FPS, Nintendo's kind of, like, stuck strong in the, no, we're going to still keep making our own consoles. If you want to play a Nintendo game, you fucking better buy a Nintendo console. And they sell millions of copies because people like me will be like, oh, I have to spend $400 to play the new Mario Kart? I guess I'm doing it because I got to play the new Mario Kart. You know, like they know if they make great games. So it's like, I don't know if that strategy is entirely dead, but it's honestly kind of insane that the price of games was resistant to inflation for so long and had remained $60 for AAA until the past couple of years. Yes and no, though, because you could argue microtransactions were their way of dealing with that, right? Before, you used to spend $60 and get a game with all these unlockables and things like that, right? Damage up for the health that we have is really good for this. And then they started shoving hundreds of dollars of microtransactions, so I think that probably helped buffer the genuine things about inflation. Also, heal when dealing damage. Oh, fuck me. I'll just get rid of zigzag shot for some health shot. Okay. Maybe the past 5-8 years, but even in 2015 when microtransactions weren't crazy, I feel like microtransactions have been crazy for a while. Like I mean, I'm just remembering being in middle school and people spending thousands of dollars in Clash Royale. I mean, fucking hell, dude. I remember spending literally thousands of dollars throughout my entire childhood on Hearthstone. So, but I guess card games have always kind of been expensive. Also, we shredded, dude. This damage is working. This damage build is working just as well, if not better, than I wanted. As much as I'd love dashes, I don't have the money for it. I will take more healing and more health regeneration. Okay, 2 sources of healing. All we gotta do is beat this biome and beat this boss. And we will have gotten, yet again, diamond. A winning diamond run on the dual shotguns. In my opinion, one of the hardest to do. I will say, getting that, accelerating shot, I think has genuinely helped this build. Even just that one level of it. And I think bouncing is maybe helping as well. Hard to really say, because these bullets... And then the spark shots, obviously. The enhancements we got. Every 5th shot deals more damage, and we will go more damage here. Yeah, our health is 6,000 at this point. I think because every time we kill people close to us, we've been gaining health as well. Glad that we're finally starting to heal more. But man, yeah, that crit lightning is helping so much. Dude, we just clear these so fast. Bouncing shot, sure. More crit. Upgrades could be spicy, but... Oh my gosh! Oh jeez. Oh, it's a lot of shotgun crabs. There's accelerating ability, but we didn't need on that. Found a graph that has the N64 in 1996 selling games for $60 and the PS4 still selling $60 in 2013. I feel like 2013, a lot of games were still doing expansions over microtransactions. Yeah, it is crazy. It is crazy. Seeing those numbers. Oh, 1XL totem. Yeah, no way this throws. 2XL totems coming up. Okay, we just got to hold the line. We just got to hold the line. And that's why, though, overall, with the whole conversation of the price of games, I'm just always so smug in my enjoyment of indie games here. Crab Champions, I mean, I don't think I spent any money on it. I think I probably got it for free. Or I don't know, actually, if I did or not. But either way, $15 game, $20 game that has hundreds of hours of replayability. You know, it's just like the amount of money, you know, you could spend on a AAA game, $70 game. It's like the amount of indie games you could get for that price, you know. It's crazy. Not that I don't play AAA games. I just talked about doing, I guess Targeting Explosion. Those Nintendo games. I'm going to buy Borderlands 4 when it comes out. Tried to get some free keys for that, but it also has the equivalent price for an N64 game adjusted for inflation would be $130. Now, the one thing you got to think about, though, is I know that's already equated for inflation. And I guess it's but like, I just still feel like people had way more money back then. You know what I mean? Like, you could work at fucking McDonald's. You could work 40 hours at McDonald's and you could support a stay-at-home mom and 3 children and fucking 4 horses and 2 dogs and a hamster, right? It's like you could have, I mean, it's just crazy. You could have like 1 job and then like 2 hobbies and you're rich. And you're making a little bit of money from those hobbies back then. Someone selling like moonshine or some shit. And now it's like you got 3 jobs. You could have 3 jobs and still not even having enough for shit. You take any fast food job and graph the minimum wages against inflation, it's going to be depressing. Because also, it's like the price of rent. It's like all of these things that are actually worse than inflation, right? Like the price of rent has ballooned, and the price of houses has ballooned higher than the inflation. So beyond the inflation thing, it's like, well, if I'm now having to spend fucking 40% of all of the money I earn on a house or rent versus previously I only had to spend 15% of my money, well, now you have less money for video games. Even if the video games somehow are the price that they should be, well, I had to give all my fucking money to the landlord and he won't fix anything. So, but though now I'm my own landlord, I suppose. Okay, more damage for the more health that we have. Even more damage. We are about to win our run here. Ooh, damage up. We have 735% damage. This is crazy. And then crit arrow. Man, I'm proud. I'm proud of this damage build here. Let's see how fast we kill the final boss. Okay. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi, 11 Mississippi, 12. Okay, I'm going to stop counting. Wasn't as fast as I thought. Still a lot of damage. Still very proud of the build. I just don't want to sit here counting for another 30 seconds, so we won't. But still insane. Insane. So we will take our victory here. For price of game development has ballooned unsustainably. Yeah, in the AAA space. Yeah. Okay. Low gravity. Woo! We got low gravity, but we're gonna end it here. But personal space, and we will celebrate our W here. It's been a year since I played this. Any fun updates? Oh, absolutely, yeah. And there's about to be in the next month or two another big update, but it plays completely different. It really does. But we're gonna take our W. We'll look at the achievements here too. But yeah, so many new weapons. These are all the weapons. There's all these crazy elemental things and stuff like that. So many new weapons. So many new abilities, like the airstrike. So many new melee weapons. And there is just been a lot of work making the game better at its core. The game just feels so dang good, and there's going to be another update here in a month or two that we're really, really excited about. So, but either way, I'm very happy we got some high damage builds here with the dual shotguns. We got a diamond to win on the dual shotguns, you know, dual shotguns are my worst nightmare. So the fact that we got some baller-ass builds, I'm pretty happy with. You know, if you're watching after the fact on YouTube, and those of you guys watching live, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys subscribe, ring that bell like all the big boy YouTubers say, to be notified when more Crab Champions videos come out. Check out our Hollow Knight and Borderlands 4 series that will be happening, or already maybe have happened here, because that's going to happen whether you like it or not. Trying to balance things that I really want to do along with what y'all want to see, and those things I really, really want to do. So they're going to happen. So check them out. And if you're going to be grinding out some Crab Champions on your own, then I wish you guys luck. I'll see you all next time.